Hello, this is Amanda with Music Game Club, and today I will walk you through all of the Icy Intervals boom cards that we've got. There are 6 cards in our bundle. You can buy them individually if you'd like, but today I'm just going to walk you through the entire bundle. So the first 3 decks all feature the same gameplay. You're going to drag the interval to the correct answer. The first card, which you see here, just gives you a little explanation. There's an audio button your student can play if they cannot read. They skip that card, and then they're going to take this and they're going to drag it if it's a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth, or a sixth. So let's drag it to the wrong answer and click submit. And it just gives a little whoops and it puts it back. So student drags the interval to the correct answer, clicks submit, and they go to the next one. This first deck features cards in your C position. So the first card we had was a bass clef C position card, and this one is a treble clef C position card. So these are good for your students who are focused on that position. So that's what the first deck is C position. Moving on to the second deck, again, it has the explanation card, which your students can listen to. And then this is the same gameplay, but they are G position cards. So you're going to drag the interval to the correct answer, click submit, drag it to the correct answer. It features treble and bass clef in G position. Our third deck, same gameplay, but this time it has a lot of different intervals. It is not any specific position. It's just a lot of intervals featured in the bass clef and the treble clef from seconds, thirds, fourths, fifths, and sixths. Same thing. Drag it, click submit, and it continues like this. So it reviews both treble and bass clef. So those are the first 3 decks. They're reviewing intervals, dragging, and dropping. The last 3 decks are the same gameplay with each other. So it starts off with the introduction card that you can play, but this one is a really good note reading game because your students need to identify either the top or the bottom note. And just like the first 3 cards, these 3 decks are in C position, G positions, and a lot of different positions. So the first 2 will be easy because the top note, they have to click which one's the top note, and that's the one that they have to learn how to read. So this one is D, they would click that. And the bottom note is always going to be C. You don't necessarily have to tell them that, but that is what they will be practicing. So they have to pay attention because they have to pay attention to whether it's asking for the top note or the bottom note, and this will help them not only read their notes, but also be able to identify the 2 different notes in the interval. So first deck is C position, tap the correct answer. And then the second deck, same, you've got the introduction card, and it's in G position, and you've got to tap the correct answer, read whether it's the top or bottom note, or students can tap the audio to listen to it if they can't read yet. So this one's asking for the top note, which is B. And then the bottom note, again, it's always going to be G. So your students will get really good with reading their Gs. And then the final deck has a lot more cards in it. This one mixes up intervals all over the place. So they really have to pay attention to what it's asking and also what the notes are. So those are our first 6 intervals boom cards. You can get them all in one set, or you can just get one. If you don't need all 6 of them, you can get them all individually. We hope you and your students have fun as you work on intervals. Remember that boom cards can be used on any device that has internet, and you can use it in your lessons, or you can assign it to your students to do while they're practicing at home, or you can assign them if you have online lessons. There's a lot of versatility with using boom cards. We hope you have fun with them.